Hello my dear friends and hello my dear students. So for first year PUC course book we have got reflections, and under the heading reflections we have got 13 units to discuss. The first and foremost unit is The Gentleman of the Jungle. This unit is written by Jomo Kenyatta, and he is an African writer, and he is the first and foremost president of Kenya. Before he became the Kenyan presidency, or before he got the seat, he worked too hard to get back the political and social rights, including the economic rights which were away from the people of Kikuya. Here we have to know the European chiefs have got strong armed force, and meanwhile they were very powerful. These are the two reasons why they have dominated on the African people. The African chiefs who couldn't know reading and writing, who were uneducated, they have become victims in the hands of the chief European people. And these chief Europeans, with the help of their treaties which were signed by the African chiefs, they have lost their property, and meanwhile they also have lost their homes as well. In this way we can see that what type of dominance was made by the Europeans, and the expansion of the Europeans. For that, the reactions of the Africans were seen in this fable too clearly. In the unit, we are going to see how good prevails over evil. Always good gets victory, with the help of a Panchatantra and Jataka tale, so we can know it initially. There will be running race between the rabbit and the tortoise. The rabbit, which was too confident about its success, it feels that this is the right time for me to get the victory, and it initially went too long. When he turns back and sees the tortoise who couldn't be seen, immediately tortoise was too behind. Rabbit wants to rest for a while. The moment when it rests, and when the rest is over, when it wakes up and looks, the tortoise has already reached the destination. So from this story we have to know that we never should underestimate the power of the opponents. Apart from that, slow and steady wins the race. So this is what we have to know. In the story, The Gentleman of the Jungle, we should know that Africans are represented by the group of men, whereas Europeans and their dominance were represented by the animal kingdom. Once upon a time, on a rainy day, the elephant went towards the man because he had the friendship with the man. On the rainy day, when the elephant went towards the man and asked for protecting his skin from the hailstorm, by looking at the condition of his friend, the man has given the permission for the elephant to enter into the hut slowly, in spite of the hut's capacity. Even though the hut was very small, the place was provided by the man. And the moment when the place was got by the elephant shows its kindness by saying that one day I am going to return your kindness. But the next moment when the elephant had entered into the hut, the trunk was put initially. Later it drags its head inside the hut and expands its body inside the hut, which made the man to come out of the hut, and he stays there in the rain. The elephant, which lays too comfortably in the hut, and it tells to the man, your skin is harder than mine. I have to protect my skin from the hailstorm, whereas you can remain in the rain as well. This line and the faithfulness which was expected by the man from the animal made him to feel murmur. While he was murmuring, the nearby animals have come over there, and the nearby animals have been watching what had been happening between these two friends. When they were observing keenly, at the time there comes the king of the forest, lion. It comes roaring and it announces there, don't you all know that I am the king of the forest? How dare anyone to disturb the peace of the kingdom? This is how the lion enters the scene. Then the elephant, which was one of the honorable ministers of the jungle, it talks in a smooth way and soothing way to the lion that there is no disturbance of the peace in your kingdom, my lord. I am just explaining to my friend on this occasion who has to possess this hut. About the possession they were discussing. This is how the elephant, who was one of the high ministers of the jungle, explained there to the lion. Immediately, lion, who was the king of the forest, it had ordered for a commission of inquiry, and that particular commission of inquiry has to go thoroughly into the case, and the committee has to report accordingly. Here, the commission of inquiry has to be appointed by the ministers, and this responsibility was given to the ministers by the king of the forest. But we should know that the person who has taken the initiation to form the commission was none other than the elephant here. Elephant with other ministers got busy to appoint the commission members. At last, the commission members were appointed, and the commission members as follows: Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Leopard, Mr. Alligator, and the Right Honorable Fox as to act as the chairperson. So here we have seen there Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Buffalo, Mr. Alligator, and Mr. Leopard has to act as the secretary, and finally we can see that the chairperson for this commission of inquiry was none other than the Right Honorable Mr. Fox. The moment when the man has seen the commission, immediately he protested and reacted there. Won't you feel that there should be at least a person from my side? For which the members have said that no, it is impossible. It is impossible because from your side there is nobody who is educated and who can understand the complexities of the jungle law. These are the reasons which were provided by the members. Meanwhile, they have soothed the man by saying that it is not necessary for you to take any kind of fear. You should be pleasant enough because these men who are there in the commission of inquiry are well reputed for their impartiality in justice. That's why the assurance was that they are going to deal the matter with the utmost care, and these men were not selected by us, and these men were selected by Almighty God. They said about the commission members. Initially, we know that the lion, who was the king of the forest, he explained the man about the friendship, and he said about the assurance of justice in the commission of inquiry. Without asking a single word to the man, it just appointed the commission of inquiry, and it has given the promise and it has given the hope that yet the hut is not away from him. So that's why the man was confident and the man had hope on the commission. Meanwhile, the words of the king of the forest, with lot of hope, when he had expected that in the commission of inquiry, when they are going to sit for the case, he is definitely going to get the hut for him. This is what the expectation of man. When he has inquired there, at the time he has been promised, but when the commission sat for the discussion, at the time the first and foremost person who has to speak there in the commission of inquiry was none other than the elephant. And the elephant in a superior voice and in an authoritative voice tells there to the members, I am not interested to waste your valuable time, because all of you have known about my case before this. Just I wanted to tell you that I have been invited the man on a rainy day to protect his hut from the hurricane. That's why I went to the man. And because the unoccupied space in the hut has got the threat of being blown away, that's why I have expended my body, and just I wanted to secure it on my friend's interest. This is what the elephant narrated in the commission of inquiry. Mr. Hena and other elders were called, who have supported the words of the elephant as well. When the elephant's words were supported, at last the man was called, and when he has to explain further about the case, then they said that we have heard most of the things from the unbiased source. It's not necessary for us to listen again. You better confine yourself to the relevant issues. And they questioned him whether the unoccupied space in the hut was occupied earlier by anyone else or not. Only this has to be confirmed by the man in the commission of inquiry. The promise which has been given by the lion was not happened here. The promise was that he will be given plenty of time to explain and state his case, which has not become true. We should know that when man has to begin by saying that no, the space was never occupied by anyone, but he has to explain further. Before that, he was cut him short, and he didn't give permission, or they didn't give him permission to speak in detail. When that commission of inquiry, after having a delicious meal at the expenses of the elephant, they at last decided that now they have reached their verdict, and they are ready to pronounce their verdict. This misunderstanding between both the friends have happened just because of the backwardness of his ideas, and he couldn't understand the intentions of the elephant, who was one of the honorable high ministers of the jungle. He had occupied the space in the hut just to protect the hut only on the interests of man. This was made clear by the elephant, and further it also had said that if you were in my case, you also might have done the same thing. So this was considered by the commission members as conclusive evidence, and further they have pronounced the judgment that yet you may not have the capability of the expansion. Now we have to give such judgment which is going to suit both the parties. They said that elephant shall remain in the hut, and the man has to go for a new space in the hut, and he has to go in search of a new place in the forest. There he has to build a hut according to his needs, and then the commission of inquiry will protect the hut. This was the judgment. When the judgment was given by the commission of inquiry, then man didn't want to speak a single word, because he expected that his raise of voice will lead him towards teeth and claws. This fear made the man to obey the commission of inquiry's judgment. Not only this was the case, and they have promised that the people, when they are going to take the justice, and there may not be the teeth and claws, such type of judgments will be given by the members, because they were chosen for retaining the interests of the race. But all the things have been proved false here. This is what we have to know. And in the commission of inquiry, the man's hut was lost, and he has been given the permission to build a new hut according to his needs. When man started this work, and the work on the hut is over, at the time Mr. Rhinoceros comes over there, and it shows the horn towards the man, and it tells the man to quit the hut. Once again, the Royal Commission of Inquiry was placed by the lion, but the same findings were there for the man. This is how the commissions sat, but the favorable judgments never come in favor of man. At last, not only Mr. Fox, leopard, Mr. alligator, Mr. buffalo, Mr. rhinoceros, all the jungle lords have occupied the huts in the forest. Until then, the judgments went on in favor of the animal kingdom. When man thought at last that he has to secure his interest on his own, since no commission of inquiries are going to protect his interests, he thought to adopt an effective method to secure his interests. At that juncture, man tells that you can fool a person only once in life. You cannot fool the person all the time. With this intention, when man has went far away from all these necessary things which are for him, at last he thought that at a distant place he has to build a bigger and better hut, and when the hut's work is over, at that moment he expected that all the jungle lords' huts are about to decay and fall into pieces. Then he has built a bigger and better hut a little distance away. The first animal which comes towards the hut was none other than Mr. Rhinoceros. It wants to confirm whether the elephant had already occupied the place and was it sound asleep. This is what he has to confirm from the that particular hut. It is followed by the lion. This was followed by fox and all the animals who have come over there, and they tried to get the place in the hut. Mr. Alligator basked on the roof. We should know that when all the creatures were fighting for the sake of the place in the hut, at last when the fighting had turned into a turmoil, then man was awaiting for this chance. He just lit fire to the hut and burned the hut and all the jungle lords. Even though all the animals have given him the trouble, his fear was that his raise of voice can lead to teeth and claws. At last he said in the story, peace is costly, but it is worth the expenses. The investment of the man to get back the peace was number of huts. At last, the bigger and better hut which made him to get back the peace. In this way, under the leadership of Jomo Kenyatta, the Africans got back their political, social and economic rights from the so-called European dominance. This is what we have to know. Our interests are never protected by anybody or anyone else in the world. We have to be very careful and we have to secure our interests before signing the treaties, and before signing anything, one has to go thoroughly into the content and then one has to sign. A single signature can make you bankrupt like that of the Africans. So fable. Here, with the help of this fable, what do we think and what do we get as a moral? Though peace is costly, but it is worth the expenses. Thank you very much.